Hey guys, it's Willow. I am here with Willow 2 and I want to update you today on her progress. It's been a month since I last updated you and so much has happened in that time. The theme of today's video is all about mining for stones versus mining for giants. These are two very different profiles that you're going to use in your lab. I'm going to kind of show you how I've been using this for Willow 2. So let's go ahead and get started. You can see here that I'm not generating. I'm actually waiting because I'm about to hit 5 million stones and buy my last axe. The ruby axe, which is the last one that I need. That means that I will be able to mine the mythical egg. So I'm excited about that. So let's go ahead back into the mine and I will show you what I've been working on. So as you saw there at spawn, I have now a full prodigious giant team. In the last video, I was working towards getting a full legendary team, which I did managed to do that 2 times weekend. I'm going to link that video for you in case you want to go back and watch that first before you watch this one. But yeah, so right now I have a shiny prodigious pet, a shiny legendary pet, and then the rest are all prodigious. Total damage is 215 million. And we are making about 4.5 trillion at this time. So I have been mining the legendary egg to try to fill in legendary giants, but I actually have done something kind of crazy. And at first I thought I was crazy, but then I decided, you know what, this is actually working out really well. So let me tell you about what I've done. So as I mentioned, the theme of this video is mining for mythic stones versus mining for giants. And you are the only one who can decide when it's right for you to interchangeably use these two stone profiles. I'm going to put them up here on the screen for you side by side. And these are the profiles that I used basically through my entire time with Willow in the mine. You'll notice that the one for stones is very heavy on stones from mining. The other one obviously is very heavy on double strike luck. So when you're using these two profiles, you want to also keep in mind with your levers. So the levers on the back wall here, let me show you what I have set up. So currently this is what I am using for Willow 2. Now, at her point in the game, she is still looking for unique giants. So you would think that I would be using the giant profile, right? You would think that I would be going heavy trying to fill in my unique giants. But this is where my crazy idea came into play, which actually has been working in my favor. I decided that I was going to use the stone profile instead, and it has worked to my advantage, and I have still been able to be getting unique giants. Now what I've been doing is I have the stone lever activated, the double strike, and the triple strike. Reason being is that double and triple are first in line, so you are more likely to get more of those, and then that means more stones from the egg because you're getting more strikes. That paired along with the lab profile for stones is going to help you to get stones much faster, but you will notice that you are getting far less giants by using this profile. So I've been mining the epic egg and then most recently the legendary egg, fully with the intent of getting stones. I managed to get the blue axe here that you see me mining with, which pairs to the ascended egg. And now I am very close to getting the 5 million I need to get the ruby axe, which will then pair to the mythical egg. Now, I do want to take note in case you are comparing your progress to Willow 2's that I have already purchased the top tier of the lab. So if you haven't done so, you may want to consider doing that. Mine speed right here is really helpful. I highly recommend getting it just for this. And you'll notice that I don't have the full amount of potions needed to fill this in all the way, but every little bit helps. So I definitely need to work on some more tasks here to get more potions here so that I can fill in that top level. So we have reached our 5 million stones, and now we can go get our ruby axe. And just so you are aware, you can mine any egg type below the axe that you have. So for example, you know, I could go back to common and I will still keep this blue axe, but I can't use this axe on the mythic egg. I have my 5 million stones. We're going to go ahead and buy that. And now I have every single axe. So a few other stats that I just wanted to let you know about. In the last video, which was a month ago, I was at 1,138 metallics. I have since then completed all 1,200 of them. So that is why I now have the ability to generate ascended all of the time. Also in that video, I was making around 750 billion. I'm now making about 4.5 to 5 trillion, which is great, and that is all thanks to my increased damage from my team here. And one other thing I want to show you guys is the shiny wall. So Willow 2, for her level, she's actually doing pretty good on shiny giants. She has shiny giant score of 50. So as I had mentioned in other videos, I definitely try to put gold on the shiny wall whenever I can. Any extra that I have, I almost always put that on the shiny wall. So in the last video, which was 1 month ago, my shiny wall was at 3.27. It's now at 3.61. Now it's at 3.65. So I remember with Willow, when she got to around 4 on the shiny wall was when I did notice a significant increase in shiny giants. So I'm going to be sticking with that plan and just keep putting gold on there whenever I can. The next thing that I'm going to be saving for is back here. This right here, shimmering gold. So this is a gold multiplier based on your shiny giant score. So I would recommend getting this when you're around the similar point in the game that Willow 2 is at. You want to have a decent shiny giant score to make this worth your while, because that is what the gold multiplier is based on. And plus it's also 7.5 million stones. I'm gonna guess this is probably would take me about a week to 10 days to save up for. One thing I want to mention is if you don't have a higher strike percent on these higher eggs, it is not going to be worthwhile for you to hit them for stones, because you're only hitting the egg 30%, 38% of the time for this, in this example here. Here you would only be hitting it 45% of the time. So that's why if your stats look anything like this, you're gonna want to either work an egg that has a very high strike percentage, like the epic egg here for me, or legendary has 78%, which is also very good. So just keep that in mind. Just because it's a higher egg type but a low strike percentage, it's not going to work in your favor. Okay, so now that I've reached my goal of getting the ruby axe, I think I'm going to switch back to a giant lab profile and try to fill in some more of the giants that I need and get these percentages up a little bit more before the 2 times gold weekend starts. So looking at my giants, you can see here that I have all of the common giants, all of the uncommon. I need 5 rares, 7 epics, looks like about half of the legendary, and then I'll need to fill these in here. So I'm really doing rather well on this account, 205 out of 240. Let's go ahead and change that profile. Okay, so now that I've changed my lab, I also need to think about changing my levers. So when you are mining for stones, your lower levers are going to be best for that. So that's going to be these here. Those are going to be best for when you're mining for stones. But when you're more giant focused, when you want to be using your lab to get giants, you're going to definitely want the higher strikes for that. So that is going to be your penta, your quadra, and your giant luck. Now, if you can't afford all of these, then I would recommend definitely the penta and the giant luck. If you can only afford one of these, then probably either the penta or the giant. Also, when you are upgrading your strikes, it is best to keep them even when you're going for giants. Okay, so you can see that I have them mostly even here. But later on in the game, like for example, maybe if you get to the point where you have all of your shiny giants and you're just mining the mythical egg for stones, then you could go a little bit heavier on these strikes, double and triple. But for now, for giants, you want to try to keep them even. And currently my giant luck is at 6.5. My mine speed is at 0.65, but this is going to be higher because of the lab. So if we look at the stats here, mining speed is actually 0.91 per second because of that addition from the top tier of the lab. So if I were to get more potions to put on this, it would increase that even more. All right, so we have turned on our higher levers. We have changed our lab page. And let's see if I can afford what I just set. So I have this at 15T. It would probably be better for me to come over here and do epic. So I think we're going to do that instead. So my goal will be to try to get as many of the new epic giants that I can, that the ones that I'm missing, because what that's going to do is it's going to improve the percent on legendary and prodigious and ascended, so on and so forth. I activated a double strike and triple strike ingot boost. Just decided that I was going to see if I could get lucky here with any new giants. I still need 5 rares and 7 epics. Yay, we got a froggy hamster. That was not a new one though. It's okay. Alright guys, that is going to do it for this video. I hope that you will find this informative and helpful once you're in the mine, or if you are currently mining for giants. As always, I want to thank my subscribers and all members of my community. Thank you so much for your support. Have a wonderful 2 times weekend, and I will see you all in the next video.